Hey world, I'm Jason.
I'm Alan.
I'm Deja.
I'm Fox.
I'm Kinsey.
I'm Sal.
And welcome to Labelless Black Box Virtual Theater.
Jason and I met as cast members for an online staged reading, and the rest is virtual history.
We all share a passion for telling stories that honor what makes us human. Our commitment to blow up the notion that we are a monolith.
We care about representing truth and telling our own stories. So, no matter what your label,
join us. Together, let's laugh.
Heal.
Cry.
Stop. Think about it.
And have the discussions that honor what makes us all beautifully human.
Welcome to Labelless Black Box Virtual Theater. Hello, everyone. I'm Jason.
I'm Alan.
And welcome to Labelless Black Box Theater. We couldn't be more ecstatic to have you all here joining us. Thank you for your support across the entire country and the world in some cases. If you're here, that means you're on our Facebook at facebook.com/Labelless Black Box, or you're on our YouTube where you can simply search for Labelless Black Box. You may hear a double catch on the L or the S, so just remember Labelless is LABELLESS. So we're excited for tonight to get started. But before we move forward, we'd like to remind so many of you who have been so kind to reach out to us and let us know, how do we support? We want to pledge. We want to Venmo. Well, we have all the information for you. But just quickly before we get started, Alan and I, we're going to turn our cameras off just so we can show you our screen. And that is, go to our Patreon, which is at patreon.com/Labelless Black Box. Again, patreon.com/Labelless Black Box, where we would love for you to donate, to pledge, and to subscribe.
As a patron of our Patreon, you will have early access to our digital content, as well as be able to special direct message from the cast, as well as sit in on our staged readings for our skits and access our donor events. And you can also submit concept and themes for our ensemble to produce, and attend monthly town halls for Labelless with our founders, Jason and I, to share feedback and growth strategies.
Absolutely. And Alan, I'd love for you to come back on for just a moment. So the thing that's something that I believe is important for us is we loved when we heard Issa Rae, she made a great reference. So many people are busy working and looking up, and how do we get up? How do we get up? And we're putting into practice something beautiful she said a while ago, which is work across. Alan and I, as you heard in our welcome video, we did a stage reading a little bit over a month ago, and we came together just to sort of connect as artists and talk about our journeys and be brothers to each other through this pandemic. And that's where this idea came in as a download. And since then, we've had an incredible opportunity to connect with the artists that you're going to meet and see tonight. So we just wanted to reiterate that for our fellow artists, the power of working across, because it's been an incredible journey for us in just a month. We can't believe that January is almost over. And also, Alan, if you'd like to mention for one of our newest ancestors that we could take a moment of silence for, if you could speak to that.
Yes, we have just learned of the passing of Cicely Tyson, and we'd like to donate or dedicate this show, dedicate this show to her legacy and the work that she's done to pave the way for all of us as Black actors and performers. So if we could please just take a moment to honor her.
Thank you all. Thank you all so much. And thank you to those who have passed before us. Thank you for those who are working now and blazing trails for us and that are supporting us, and all of you at home that are joining us. This should be a short show, but it should be fun and very dynamic. And we hope that you'll sit back. Don't forget that Venmo app, and follow us on Patreon, and also follow us on all of our social media handles, Labelless Black Box, and our Twitter, where you can comment live and give feedback or comments as you watch each skit, on twitter.com/Labelless Black. Without further ado, we're going to drop our cameras out and let's get started with our first skit.
Enjoy the show.
Never have I ever. You little freaks. I know y'all remember playing this game. It's easy. And remember to use personal experiences. Now just hold up 3 fingers, grab a drink, and let's play.
Fuel. My cup already empty.
Period. Period. Go ahead and refill that cup. And while you're refilling that cup, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
So, do you like corn dogs or a nice pancake breakfast sausage with the pancake around it?
Here you go. All right.
Like a pig in a blanket?
Between corn dogs and sausage, maybe I'm going with the corn dogs.
Corn dog! Kenzie, wait a minute.
I need some corn dogs.
You're right.
I don't want either one of them.
Yo, real quick.
Not like that.
Real quick, does everybody have their mug? Does everybody have their mugs?
Yeah, we got it.
Cool. And is Alan was just in here. Is he, where is he? Is he coming back? Still looking for his mug?
Hey, y'all. Hey, I'm back.
Oh my God.
Balloons too?
She is definitely going to love this. We both love Never Have I Ever. Now, y'all just make sure y'all keep it real, okay? And use personal experiences from the group.
Say less. Got it. Just y'all please make sure turn the cameras off. And then when I say I need help with something, turn the cameras on and say happy birthday, surprise. Cool, we got it.
Okay, I got it.
All right, cool. She just texted me. So
All right.
Bussy.
Alan, turn your mic off, man. Come on, hurry up. She's about to get on here.
Oh, my bad.
Ooh. Hey, what's going on, beautiful?
I'm great. How are you?
Good, love that shirt.
Oh, by the way, speaking of shirts, I did just send my scripts to you for next month's show. Did you get it?
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay.
I just needed help with saying something. Happy birthday!
Oh my God!
Happy birthday, Sal.
You're doing too much. Thank you. I love y'all.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, so we know you have a pitch meeting to run to, but we know your favorite game is Never Have I Ever.
Mhm.
So everybody's already ready.
Yes, you can use your coffee mug, girl.
All
It's
right.
lit.
It's me.
Tonight.
Come on, y'all. All right, come on. We ready.
All right, here we go. Everyone, and then thinking about our personal experiences. All right, never have I ever had someone non-black touch my hair without my permission.
Oh, hell no. No, ma'am.
Wow.
Hell no.
Mm.
So we just don't lie, huh? We're gonna lie during the game.
I'm not gonna lie today. All right.
Okay, come on now.
All right.
Okay, all right. Never have I ever had a casting director tell me to blacken it up, be more black.
Fletcher.
All right, we being real.
Wow.
Okay. Fine.
Okay. Oh, look, it looks like we're down to everybody one finger. Okay. Never have I ever been wrongfully arrested by the cops as a wrong suspect.
What kind of
Damn, nobody won that round. What kind of
Like, aren't these questions supposed to be light and playful?
I mean, Alan didn't say that. He said use personal experiences for our group.
Sam, happy
like
birthday,
that.
girl.
No.
Happy birthday. This is wild. This is
Thank
wild.
you. Happy New Year.
Okay. Fletcher, you are simple. Okay? Simple.
Sal.
Thank you so much. I gotta go. I love you. I love you.
All right.
My hair. My hair is my hair. Up, down, off, short, or long. My inner voice can't snatch this confidence away. It's my hair.
Look amazing. Oh, you're finally here. Okay, how do I look? I mean, it's not too tight, is it? I don't look like, fuck me now or anything like that, do I?
What are you wearing?
I'm lost. Oh, my fragrance is called Blanca.
Girl, who are you?
What, Melissa? I am Lisa. No, Liz. Who auntie wig you got on? Oh, please don't start. I love wearing wigs. Hell, toupees. The shit look nice. Girl, what? I'm so over you ranting about me being myself. Just let me be. Liz, you can be if you just red or nude. I think red is it. Oh my god. Oh, whoa. Okay, yeah. I hear ya. Yeah, I hear ya. Oh, that's him. Oh my gosh. Coming! Oh, shut up, Bryce.
Special thank you to so many of you that we see are subscribing. Don't forget, please comment, give your feedback on our Facebook. We'll be able to see that and comment in our after show, as well as commenting on our Twitter. Our Twitter, again, is twitter.com/labellessblack. And also, again, we'd love for you to help us grow. If you like what you see, please send your Venmo again to our Labelless at LABELLESS, where you can Venmo your donation now. Again, please include your email so we can personally thank you. And if you'd also like to contact us about brand marketing opportunities, sponsorships, vendor work, as well as being a potential advertiser on our show, please contact us at our email at info@labellessblackbox.com for more information. Let's continue the show.
FaceTime date. After talking on Tinder for a few weeks, two people meet virtually for a first date.
Hey,
Hey, how you doing?
I'm great. You?
Can't complain. Just chilling at home with family. How's your family? You saw them for the holidays, right?
Yeah, they're good. My parents got COVID and passed a few weeks ago, but everybody's good for the most part.
Oh my God. You okay?
Yeah, I'm chilling.
Nigga, you just said your parents died.
Yeah, I'm good though.
For the Labelless Black Box community, we are so excited to share the short film from this amazing artist known as Imani. We're going to be sharing a short film titled Rollin'. A little bit about Imani. Imani is a genre-bending artist born on an unknown planet, Planet X. Her style is a fusion of experimental R&B, deep house, jazz, and EDM with the sad edge. Make sure you check out her upcoming album, Year 3076. Labelless Black Box Virtual Theater is pleased to share with you the short film from Imani titled Rollin'.
That's the right desire. Yeah. Yes, it is. That's the right desire. Father, in Jesus' name, Lord, we come to you because you, supreme God, in every area, spiritually, mentally, physically, financially, materially, Lord. In Jesus' name, we give you the praise and glory and honor. We praise you for it. We thank you today. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you.
Again, for the Labelless Black Box Virtual Theater community, that was Imani, her short film Rolling. please know that she is here live with us, standing by in our holding room. You will get a chance to see her, comment and speak and interact with her during our after show. So please make sure as soon as our skits are all finished, hang around. We'd also like to take this moment to remind you, if you love what you see, please be a part of helping us grow. Please take a moment. You can Venmo your donation to support us. This is all being done for free out of the passion of what we love and creating an opportunity to do more of the work that we want to see. Again, our Venmo is at Labelless, Labelless. Please include your email so we can personally thank you. Also, contact us for brand marketing opportunities, sponsorships, and vendors at info@labellessblackbox.com. I feel like, we're a little scripted here. Alan, how you doing, my brother?
I'm feeling really good. I'm inspired. I'm lifted by what we've
I said on and on. I keep rolling like a rolling stone.
Fox.
How you feeling?
Hey, look, she got me wanting to roll, got me wanting to feel myself all up in my I go on and on.
Is he in character, Alan?
You still on the FaceTime date? Okay, we'll catch up with him at the after show.
Absolutely. But it's good to know our cast is feeling Imani and feeling her short film rolling. Yeah. So, Alan, why don't we get out of here and get back with this show, bro?
Yeah.
That? All right, cool.
Earth is ghetto. And in the midst of it all, Baldwin has returned with contemporary analysis of culture and Black cinema.
On today's show, we are discussing the recently released Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. It is quite haunting to watch the late Chadwick Boseman lament about the woes of Black life, all the while he's questioning God, and in his own reality, his mortality is slowly deteriorating, and for that, he should receive all the awards. And then there is Viola Davis, very talented, but struggled to capture the grit of the ghetto. I mean, let's face it, Ma Rainey was a thug, and it was my struggle to watch her fake fat ass flounce up and down the screen. Let me just tell you, it is true that Ma Rainey was BBW, and it is true that the bitch playing her was wearing a fucking fat suit. And while Wolf is a fine stage director, I am unsure if he achieved a laudable cinematic translation. I am unsure if Wilson's stage play is translatable to the screen, as his gift was play writing. And with all due respect, we all saw Washington's sad attempt at fences. Watching two bottoms fight for the middle of the dildo couldn't be more entertaining. Unfortunately, there are no 10s today. I will give Ma Rainey's Black Bottom a C+ for catastrophic conundrum. I'll also give it a C for Coleman, come get this consistently. Thank you for tuning in to Baldwin's Bust Down.
Next, we have Women in Deep Tones, A Broken Expectation, Black Girlhood in the Construction of Self.
Please be sure to join us on February 25th for the premiere of this exciting short film by our own ensemble member, Deja White.
Clubhouse. Welcome to Clubhouse, the newest social chat room app. The perfect place to share your brilliant ideas, talk about what's important or private, and gain social capital by giving away priceless information for free. I want to reset the room. If you're just joining us, I'm going to need y'all to scroll to the top, find my photo, and click on the profile to follow. Our topic is Clubhouse, finally an app of our own.
So y'all can talk freely about what's most important to us as Black people.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Hey,
girl.
Hey, what's good?
It's my second day on Clubhouse, and I love it. Like, I thank God for this app and all these rooms and conversations. We really needed this. Like, something like this was amazing.
Great. Make sure y'all also hit my Instagram at Tuskegee Experiment and follow our moderators. So today I want to talk about this COVID-19 vaccine.
Facts, yo. Let's get into it right now, yo.
That's Cap. Let's go.
I ain't messing with none of the vaccine.
One mic.
Wait, what? What did
she just
Whoa,
say?
listen, y'all. One mic. This is how we're going to do this. Just one mic. If you unmute, I'm going to have to block you from the room. Now, PTR if you need to see who speaks next.
Yo, can I please say something real quick?
Sure, go ahead.
Like, for real, I love that we are doing this and that we have a space where we can feel free to say whatever we want. I just wanted to thank you for creating this room. Thank you.
Thank you, Fox. Up next, we have Deja. Did you want to talk about the vaccines?
Oh no, but y'all can follow me on Instagram at We Need Our Own Clubhouse. That's spelled at We NEE.
Excuse me, sis. Peace. I don't mean to cut you off, but I want to comment on these vaccines. Peace to the gods. Now, we don't need to be taking no vaccines. They are tampering with our DNA.
But how do you know that they tampered with our DNA? I'm just saying, because I just talked to my doctor who is Black.
That don't matter.
Yo, one mic.
Wait. Here we go. What are you? Like a Hebrew Israelite or something? You giving me like Leo or Sagittarius energy right now. Why we always gotta take it there?
No, let's say one mic. Just mute your mics, okay? One at a time.
Yo, deadass, can I take a second? Because I got to leave. And I really want to promote my new six-figure business.
Yo, listen,
right?
I just said one mic. Y'all can't keep interrupting like this.
I was next. I just want to talk about the riot on the Capitol.
You know what? I'm ending the room.
Well, that didn't go as planned. All right, I'll just
start another chat room.
Welcome to Clubhouse.
We would like to take a moment just to thank all of you who took the time to sit with us and process some of our creativity and what we felt about the world we wanted to share. Our entire cast, Sal, Kinsey, myself, Jason, Alan, Deja, Fox. We appreciate your time so much. We are preparing to enter our after show where you can see and interact with our cast live. And before we do that, we just wanted to make one quick reminder from Alan.
Yes, please donate, pledge, and subscribe to our Patreon at Labelless Black Box. Again, Labelless is spelled LABELLESS Black Box. So you can see more of our content, my apologies, and have exclusive ability to see the rest of our content. Thank you again for watching. Jason, do we have one more?
We do. Also, just a reminder about our Venmo. Again, help us grow. If you liked what you see, this was just our first iteration, working across the country, isolated from each other, and yet still coming together and taking the challenge of the separation to use it as innovation and creativity. And we only want to grow and do even more and expand. So we need your help for that, not only just with the funding and support, but also spreading the word. So please share, like, and comment on all of our social media handles. Again, the Venmo is at Labelless, at LABELLESS. And again, send your email so we can be personal in our thank yous to you. I'd love to open up our screen to start by bringing our cast back on so you can see these beautiful faces, these beautiful talents all over the country. We still got one more. All right, awesome. So I know those of you at home, you've been rooting, like, where's my child? Where's my auntie? Where's my cousin? Where's my friend? We're here. Why doesn't everybody go around, introduce yourselves, and let the world know where you're based right now?
Hey, y'all, I'm Alan. I am the co-founder and producer with Jason. I'm located in Dallas, Texas.
Awesome. Jason, I'm located here, Brooklyn. It's the Brooklyn way. Spread love, New York City.
Hello, everyone. I'm Sal. I'm located in Los Angeles, California.
Hi, I'm Kinsey. Hello, I'm Kinsey. Hey, I'm Kinsey. I am presently in Los Angeles, California, based in New York City.
All right. Hi. Right. Okay. I'm Deja. I am currently based in New Orleans, and I am an actress and a writer. Lovely to see y'all.
I am Fox. I am right now based in Southern California, but I'm from the 313 from Detroit.
Hey.
Awesome. Fox, we have to talk about that. I saw the 313. My dad's family is from Michigan and Detroit. There's some of them that are watching now. So we'll talk about River Rouge, Detroit Lions, and everything offline.
Oh, let's not talk about the Lions. Keep going.
So what I'd love to do before we bring on our special guest music artist, Imani, as well as some members of our live audience as well in satellite locations, for our cast, I'd love for one or two of you, maybe if you want to talk about what this experience has been for you, how we all started our connection with conversation and just sort of our coming together, and anyone can jump in.
I want to say for me, it was fun. And I want to say fun, even though we kind of hit a lot of blocks and a lot of roads and stuff. I want to say it was fun because I realized how much I love creating. And I just want to say thank you so much for always. Y'all met Jason in New York, and he's always. Who's somebody's driving? Let me go ahead. But Jason has always been that person in my life that has always been pushing me and inspiring me. And ever since I met him in Brooklyn, it's like this man has always been popping in my life and always pushing me to keep going and creating. So it's been amazing journey with such amazing people here. So I love each and every one of you guys. I mean, you have a little imprint on my heart. So yeah, that's all I got to say.
You know, it's been quite fun. And I don't know, it's just been like rejuvenating. You know, last year was crazy. You know, we are in a new year, feeling hopeful about the future. So this has been like medicine. This has been nurturing. This has been water. This has been substance. This has been sustenance. You know, it's been very filling. And I thank y'all for my glow up.
Love that. I'd like to offer and share. Again, I'm so grateful for how organic this whole thing has happened. You know, just for me personally on the journey as artist was, you know, I was like, I just want to keep the chops warm. So I said, let me go do the stage reading that we did for a writer, John Braswell. And that's where I met Alan, Mr. Alan Portery. And there was just something about when we connected working on that script. I was like, that's my brother right there. Like, I know it. I know it. So we made that decision to link up, and in our linking up, and I think in our surrender to the reality of these times and what we're all going through as humans and as artists, it's like, okay, we're here. But I think in that sort of emptying out process, it allows so much more room for something else to come in. And I think that happened in real time for Alan and I, where we were downloading and processing and had a lot of iteration and ideation as well for what this would be. So for people who are watching, our goal was to limit this to 1-minute scripts so we could just download the process together as an ensemble and get this machine up and running, which is why we need your support and your help. So don't forget to hit that Venmo at Labelless. And with these bite-sized pieces, of course, we wanted them to float around the internet, but we wanted to make sure that we had an aspect from the world of theater, from the world of expression as artists as well. And it's been really fun, as everyone has said, the innovation that comes from limiting ourselves to not being able to have a whole cast together in one room, limiting ourselves. 1 minute, we had a lot of bounce back from even myself. It was like, is 1 minute enough? But as you could see, I personally believe in like FaceTime date that Alan Portery wrote. Brilliant. You know, it's about us really thinking about what are we saying? What are we communicating? And we're getting into learning the different aspects of being human. And Alan, I would love maybe before we bring Imani on to talk about her short film, maybe Alan, could you share what your sort of base was about the FaceTime date, you know, and what we saw.
So I will say, even before writing FaceTime date, this whole project really started from a conversation between Jason and I, where I came to him after our staged reading and I said, I just have it on my spirit to write a love letter to the Black community. And that is the energy and the drive that has kind of propelled this whole thing. And that is what we have kept at the center of our focus. And that is what we plan to continue to keep at our focus. And so with FaceTime date, I originally started writing it as kind of this random date between two people in the midst of dealing with coronavirus and quarantine, just having it on a virtual platform to meet one another for the first time. And then it started evolving as I thought about some of the things I've even gone through during this whole period of quarantine, of being isolated and having to cope in different ways. And as we all do as humans, we all turn to certain things to cope with our emotions or whatever hardships we might be facing. And that is what inspired the whole piece.
Yeah. And I do remember that when we were doing our stage reading, what was amazing also very quickly about the process was Alan and once we met, we said, okay, we need to get a cast. And we had a cast and we were like, okay, everybody has to submit 2 scripts by Friday. Friday, 9 p.m., we had 12 scripts. It was an amazing process. That Sunday, we didn't set out to set up a formal stage reading, but that Sunday we had 12 stage readings happening. That served as the perfect response as artists, as a form of healing right after chaos on Capitol Hill, still dealing with the pandemic. It felt sort of radical, though completely organic, but radical for us, even in spite of what's going on not outside of our space, because we live here in this country, but what was something that's going on as another distraction, that we're already facing enough distractions that we could create our own space, that we could work across and connect with each other and surrender. And as Alan mentioned, which I love as our foundation, this love letter, we could take and cultivate and curate a space focusing on just that. And it was amazing to just be engulfed in a room, virtual room, with these artists. And as we went through what each person was bringing up, we got to see their innovation, their ingenuity, their creativity, their vulnerability, and to not only react to it, not just entertain ourselves, but then to give feedback as artists. It's been an incredible experience and just so humbled by it. Speaking of that, I would love if we could bring on Imani, who's our artist. You see all these claps that are happening. Yes. Hello, Imani.
Hi, everybody.
How are you feeling today?
I'm a little overwhelmed. I'm not gonna lie. I found out about Cicely Tyson on the show. That kind of took me out a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. But I think that it is beautiful that even in that moment, we're able to honor her by doing this kind of work. Even just with the very first skit, it was funny, but at the same time, it's really touching those issues. And I feel like that's what Cicely Tyson is all about. So I had to find out this. I think that is kind of a full circle moment. And I think that she would be proud of the work that you all are doing. So thank you.
Well, thank you. Thank you. And being proud of the work, my sister, I tell you, we're proud of you.
Yes.
Because the creativity was there. You know, if anyone from the cast has anything they'd like to say or any questions, feel free.
Whenever you're ready for me to come to New York to be in your next video, just let me know.
Oh my God.
That's it.
Love it. You know, I'm looking at everybody and I feel like, you know how when comedians come in and they're just like, everybody's beautiful because they're trying to get them on their side, you know, but I'm literally looking at everybody and I'm like, oh my God, it's just Blackness is so beautiful. Look at everyone looks so different, but everyone is just so beautiful. And I just feel like I've been appreciating Blackness so much more. I always did, but it's just, I don't know, something's been happening in me. And when I see us, I just feel so good inside. So yeah.
Awesome. Something that we were going to say in the script, but we kept with the flow. Imani, listening and watching your video, I'm from the South, from Charlotte, North Carolina originally.
Yeah.
At the time of watching your video, I didn't know how much I needed to hear the prayer of an ancestor and hear the prayer of a grandmother. And it was so powerful and so brilliant, you know, and vulnerable and brave as an artist, you know, to be in your lane, not trying to fit any mold, on honoring and offering from your space of who you are. And as you probably can tell, it had such a great impact on all of us and people who are watching it. But that was just, it was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. Could you share a little bit, you know, about your grandmother, the prayer itself? And
Absolutely. So my grandmother, I got kind of emotional because it was like a lot going on. Sometimes I watch the video and I still cry. Like it's a lot. But my grandmother was born in Mississippi. And so my great grandmother, just to give a quick backstory, my great grandmother moved from Mississippi to Cleveland, Ohio. She got her things together. And then she moved my grandmother there with her. I believe my great grandmother learned how to read by like reading the Bible, right?
Wow.
And from there, my grandmother, who was born in 1927, actually went to Ohio State. So she was, you know what I mean? Like you go from a mother who, you know, pretty much didn't know how to read and had to read from the Bible to like, that's how she learned how to read, to being able to go to a state college in those times was like unheard of, right? And so that is the kind of caliber woman that my grandmother was. But my grandmother did not lean and depend on herself. She was very much a prayer warrior, which is how you're hearing this, you know, this prayer. And so when I went to my grandmother to pray with her, this song that I had was a demo at the time. And I was like, Grammy, this is what I'm trying to do. I tell her the concept of the video. I'm like, you know, she was like my best friend. Like it was weird. She had that grandmotherly love, but she also was like my homie. It was a very, you know, like interesting relationship that I had with her. And like my memory starts with my grandmother because she raised us from a certain time in my life from like 2 to like 7 years old. So that's who I remember even before my mother. So my relationship with my grandmother is very close. And I'm telling her, I'm like, I need to find the right engineer. I need to do this and da 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 da. But what I told her was for the concept of the video, because I deal with, like I have addicts in my family. And so the concept of the video was really just me wanting to get into what's behind the addiction. Before it becomes a chemical imbalance, what is happening? You know what I mean? We're trying to smoke things away. We're trying to pop a pill to get, you know, we're trying to drink these things away because we're feeling these emotions. And so I'm telling her what I wanted to do for the video. She always knew I was creative, but I don't think up until that point, my grandmother knew where my heart was when it came to creation. So when I told her what my desire was for the video, that's why you hear her say, that's the right desire to have. Because it's not supposed to come from a place of ego. Like that's not where art's supposed to come from. That's not the kind of art that's gonna change people's lives and gonna, you know, like I come from like Lauryn Hill, you know what I mean? Like when you you know, you put on the Lauryn Hill album, I tell people all the time, Lauryn Hill, I could listen to her as a little girl and she helped me through my insecurities. I could listen to her as a teenager and I can listen to her as a grown woman. Like, and this is a woman who created an album. This album came out when she was 22. That means she was recording this at 21 years old. You know what I mean? Like to do that at 21. But I'm saying all that to say she bared her soul. And that album I can still listen to that was recorded and released in 1998 is 2021 and is still as impactful in my life. Because it came from a place that was pure and egoless, you know? So I think when my grandmother finally realized, like, oh, okay, she doesn't just like being on stage, like this is a different type of thing. And she put that prayer through, and I felt like that prayer has been continuously working. This prayer is from 2016.
Wow.
So I held it for that long. This demo I held for that, like I held it as a demo for so long, and I waited until it was right. And so I'm saying that to say, like, if you have something in your heart, and you know that you need to take time to like craft it and take time to get it to that place where it's right, not being a perfectionist, because that can happen too. You got to check yourself on that perfection. That happens. But when you know you just need to take a little more time with it, let that cake bake. You know what I mean? Let it bake. And, you know, make sure you got all your ingredients in there right, and like just keeping your intent pure, and you'll be able to create.
Love that. Love that, Imani. Thank you. Thank you. That's it. I know. That's Ashe.
Thank you.
That's everything. Thank you. We also have some of our audience members are sitting in the wing, so I want to get them in here too, because they may have some questions for you and for the cast. So I'm going to bring in Tyrus, and also we have Candace as well, and also Damien. I believe Damien will get his camera on, and we'll get him in there as well. Hello, Tyrus, Candace, and Damien. Please tell us where you. Why don't we start with Damien? Damien, tell us where you are, and if you have a question or feedback or anything from the show, please share.
Hi everyone, I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I'm just still sitting here, just like Imani, processing the news about Sicily because I just heard it live. But regardless, it speaks to how radical we are in terms of just continuing to show up and push through. And I think that was just a general tone of what happened on stage today. So thank you so much for pushing through. I mean, this is amazing. And I just think, again, a testament to collectivizing and the fact that we can do it. I think we spend a lot of time questioning where is it that we can get access, and why is it that we don't see more representation of us, and we possess the power as a collective to create the spaces where we can, you know, exist and create and perform and do amazing work. So all the pieces were relevant. They had me cackling. They had me, you know, feeling things and feeling like, no, wait, that's unfinished. I want to have a conversation about that, particularly the FaceTime date. You know, I think there's a lot to unpack from that in terms of how Black men don't necessarily make space to grieve. But yeah, amazing work, and I look forward to much more. So congrats everyone, amazing opening night.
Thank you, Damien. Tyrus, tell us where you're located.
I am in Dallas, Texas. Where it's kind of cold. What's up? It was a great opening night. I appreciated everything. I took in a lot, just like Amani was just saying. One thing that I'm working on is sitting with my art and letting it bake. I'm always like, get it done. Let's have rehearsal. Like, what is this? What is that? But now it's like, sit with it, and that just resonated with me so much after watching everything tonight. So again, great opening night. Thank you, Lonnie, for those words, because I'm keeping it in the back of my head.
Yes. Thank you, Tyrus. Candace, if you can tell us where you are.
Hello, family. I am currently in Atlanta, Georgia.
Awesome. Excellent. And Candace, for everyone who's watching, I know Candace as a professional dancer and as a movement coach, and as a healer as well. And so we actually took a moment for our ensemble to come together before our show to just ground together and just do some breathing exercises and grounding and intention. Maybe Candace, could you maybe share about the intention, you know, offering? I think that was beautiful. There might be something, a nice gift for people at home, if you could share about what that exercise was and what it does.
Well, thank you. I think being in conversation in spaces where we're intentionally entering and meeting spaces, community spaces. That is kind of what I brought to share tonight in this evening. And we talked about two things. We talked about what we're entering with, and we kind of, as a popcorn, we popcorn some ways that we kind of embody that sentence and that feeling, and then we also together held space for each other to describe and emote and sift through answering how and why we support each other and what that looks like. And I think kind of letting that kind of set the stage for ushering the artists that we had the pleasure of witnessing. It allowed us to kind of revel in the beauty of who we are, and knowing that who we are is more than just this one person. It is all of our ancestors, all of our histories in our bodies, that we bring it into this space and all the spaces. And it was a kind of a celebration of how that collective energy is just powerful and beautiful and magnetic, magical. Yeah, I don't know if that answers the question.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. For anyone that's watching at home, our goal was to do 15 minutes of the show, 15 minutes after show, but we certainly honor the space where we are, because we care about the connection and the opportunity for us all to serve each other. So I just wanted to take a moment to thank everyone at home who's watching. But I would love, we can still continue our conversation, because I'd love to direct it to, we have a live audience member, Damien, who, spoke about FaceTime. And I think there's a lot that can come out of that. So Damien, if you have an unanswered question or wanted to talk a little bit more about that, please. We've got our writer, Alan. We have Kinsey and Fox, who did amazing work on that. I get a laugh out of it every time. So to our brothers that acted, thank y'all. Please, the floor is open for more conversation.
I think, of course, first of all, hats off to Kenzie and Fox for just doing an amazing performance. Just like you, Jason, I was laughing. I think just in true form, just Kenzie's reaction to, we're just going to sit here and pretend like this didn't just happen. And then Fox is just like, we're chilling, it's okay. So I guess my question is more directed to Alan for, just what exactly was your intention in this? I mean, immediately I got just this idea around grief and what that looks like within the Black male perspective.
Yeah, definitely. I think you hit the nail on the head saying that. For me, it's actually mostly came from feelings of kind of untapped emotion within myself, and talking to other friends during this period of quarantine, being isolated from one another. I just graduated from college last May. And so I was in an environment where I was able to see my friends almost every day. And then moving back home to Texas, I was in school in upstate New York. So moving back home to Texas and kind of being isolated from everyone, I began to realize that there were things inside of me that I hadn't dealt with, because so often in college, it was just the nonstop go, go, go. And I didn't take time often to pause and deal with some things that were going on internally. And so getting home and having all this time to do that, I turned to coping in certain ways. Maybe that was smoking, maybe it was drinking. But that was what I wanted to get at. And I thank Fox and Kinsey so much for bringing that script to life. And I think it's definitely an ongoing conversation as well as an ongoing kind of series, I believe.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that the fact that you ended it the way you did left it open for that kind of conversation to happen. So kudos to everyone.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Sal, I loved, you had encouragement in your piece about, my hair, it's a claim my hair. There's a vulnerability about that inner voice. What was that like for you, coming through your piece?
For me, to know me is to love me. I've always battled with my hair. And my family can tell you more than I can, but I always change my hair from different extensions. 1 minute is curly, 1 minute is long, 1 minute is blonde. And I'm always changing who I am based off my hair. And I just come to a realization during COVID that I'm me. The hair doesn't make me. I make me. Regardless if I wear wigs, regardless if I wear extensions, regardless if I take it off. Like, I'm still going to be me. So I wanted to make fun of it. But even though it was a very psychological battle that I went through secretly, I wanted to make a light of that journey.
Thank you. And I think also just thinking about, our ancestors, and thinking about the grace of Miss Cicely Tyson, another name that's come up often is James Baldwin. And we've been seeing James Baldwin getting the flowers. Some might say a little too late. Kinsey, we'd love, for those of you at home, you'll learn very quickly if you haven't already. Kinsey is certainly a force. There's a reckoning and a force and a groundedness and a power, but such a brilliance and an intelligence, and there's a brilliance and intelligence in his analysis, I think in his critique. And what I love about Kinsey is it seems that you do that from a place of love, wanting to continue raising the bar, holding the bar high. Could you talk with us about Baldwin's Bust Down?
Yeah, it is time. I don't want to qualify the time, but it is time that we talk about Baldwin's brilliance. Baldwin, had a perspective of the world, and the world was not quite ready to accept what he was saying. They respected it, they revered it, they understood that it was important, but did nothing with it. And the time is now to kind of remember him. And so I love satire, I love comedy, I love wit. I am a master of shade. And so I wanted to put all of that together. And when you read Baldwin, there is a hint of shade, and so I just want to reimagine him, remember him, and think about how we can build on his great philosophies and theories.
Nice. That's beautiful. Beautiful. I'd like to do two things. One, we'll collectively clap for our audience because we thank them for taking time to sit here with us. Thank you so much. And then also, again, if you're at home watching still, thank you for sticking with us. Please go remember our Venmo at Labelless. Please follow us, Labelless Black Box Theater. Search us on Facebook. Search us on YouTube, on Instagram, on Twitter at Labelless Black. I'd like to end with Candace very quickly. Say your exercise for what we offer. Everybody try to squeeze one in as she gives the prompt. So Candace, what do we all need to offer?
We enter with.
Okay, there we go. We got 1 minute. Everyone, we enter with, and then take your camera off, and that's how we'll sign off. Ready? Okay. Anyone can go, and as you say it, sign off.
We enter with joy.
We enter with profound power.
We enter with peace.
We enter with our ancestors.
We enter with love.
We enter with intention.
We enter with exception.
We enter with grace.
We enter with reverence.
They all took all of mine. We enter with each other. Thank you all.